We welcome you to Los Angeles. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that's so inspiring.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And here we go on Jackie Robinson Day. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him swinging.
Batting second, left fielder Juan Soto.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big factor for them in recent games, Mark Vientos.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
There's the strike, 95 of that one. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Two down, bases empty. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And
Ball
that's outside. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Strike 2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Two on the way. And that skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
The 1-0. And a big swing and a miss.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
In the dirt. Stays alive. Polanco off of first with 2 away. And it's even up. Good job to fight that one off. Two now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And today's starter, Sean Manaea. What do we need to know here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Catcher number 42, Will Smith.
Right through there for a strike. Yo, 1. Just missed. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2.
Ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Batting second.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here high.
The 0-1. And that one clips the corner. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
There's Freddie Freeman now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Hit weakly on the ground. Slings to first, and Freeman is retired. That's out number 3. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back to the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. Top of the second, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier.
In the air, left field. Hernandez under it. Takes it in for the out. Singing every year on April 15th, we celebrate Jackie Robinson Day for his courage, his leadership, and how he forever changed the game of baseball and all of sports. It's great to see everyone wearing the same number on a day like today. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just powered it through the left side of the infield.
Carson Bench.
Yeah, it makes it hard for us as broadcasters to call out who's making the play. But with that said, what a special day in baseball, and I'll take it every year.
Digging in, Carson Bench.
No.
And the 1-0. Sliced hard but foul. Alvarez leads off first with 1 away. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about, you get a knock in your first at bat, it just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
No, inside.
And that drops in for a strike. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
The Mets with a chance to score first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch misses. Full count now. Tyrone Taylor waiting to hit for the Mets. Two on, 1 out. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Outside ball 4. He walked them, and they are loaded.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. Gets him to chase after that one. And now the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
The 1-0. Fair ball. Simeon comes in to score, and they take a 3-run lead. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Tucker hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Picks himself up an RBI. It really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but he just barely sneaked in there.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Out of here. Juan Soto the opposite way. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Emmett Sheehan departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Evan Phillips.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
High fly ball down the left field line.
High
Bounce
that's
takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Man at second with 1 away. Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike is overturned after review. Still 2 challenges left for them. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning here at the top of the second. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0.
It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Already 8 runs across this inning here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
Ball.
Two now. And
Ah,
down
three.
on strikes he goes. Two gone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Smoked into left, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder.
And next for New York,
Benj.
Carson Benj. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. 0-2 now. Bounce to the left side. Bats up with it. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we head to the bottom of the second. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
That's
This is
the
one of
ball.
those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one in there across the letters. Next offering is fouled back. And now it's 1-2. Breaks his bat. There's a soft liner. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
That one lifted to left. 1 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Ball 1.
Foul ball there. Man at second.
Ball.
And he grounds one to the right side. Simeon, toss over to first. Got the out.
Batting 7th, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Ball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fair ball. The run scores from third. It's 8-1. And in its second with an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Man at second here with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Ha!
The 0-1.
Ball 1. Outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Hard.
Those are the pitches that make you wonder if this offense is being too patient with their approach. Lots of fastballs in for strikes, not even a swing. They're more than capable.
And that's a strikeout looking. Good job at damage control right there. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 8, and the Dodgers 1. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here in L.A., top half of the third inning, Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over .750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
In there at the knees for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. On the ground, right side. Freeman steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Next for the Mets, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
Ball.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
Phillips, a 6'2 righty, 215 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. And
Ball.
it skips in the dirt. That's a strike.
Gets the call on the mound right there. A little surprising for a guy that struggled, and most times you don't get that.
The 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. The feed for 1. But the return throw
No, he's
is
in there.
off target. They can't turn the double play.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Evan Phillips won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Brock Stewart.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
High.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Lindor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. He goes down looking. Mets leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 game. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
And it's fouled away. The 0-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-2.
Ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The lefty, the 1-0.
No. He looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ohtani at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And there's a foul ball. Got him. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back at the ballpark here on Jackie Robinson Day. All set for the start of the inning. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. In the air, right field, Tucker on his way over. 1 down. Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
That one blasted deep to right, way back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Now a relay to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Inside, almost got him. One out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4.
Strike! Ball, that's too low.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And they'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Man at second. That
No.
one just missing inside. And the count's full. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
First baseman Freddie Freeman.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding
Ball
that
2.
strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The 2-2 on the way.
Ball
Just
3.
misses with that one. Freeman hits it in the air. Soto settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman Max Muncy.
Just
Ball, no.
missed. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Taylor takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, center
Andy
fielder,
Pajes steps to the plate for the
Pajes.
Dodgers. Fly to left his first time. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the
Ball.
organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Hi.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball 2.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. Fastball
Ball.
is outside. Kyle Tucker up next for the Dodgers. And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Hey. Ball
Good
1.
purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ball.
Pajes, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now 2-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Blake Trinan. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. Carson Bench now at the plate. 1 for 2.
Carson Bench.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bench turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. In the air, out towards right center. Tucker under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Semien.
High.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Jack Dreyer looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The Mets up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Tap back to the mound. Sends it to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
For the Mets, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Ball. No.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. 0-1 now. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. The Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's outside.
No, outside.
1-2 the count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Second baseman, Miguel.
2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out swinging his first time. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Here's your 0-1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a little roller right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in,
Leading
Francisco
off for the
Lindor.
Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
Hey!
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball
Great take
inside.
right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And now 2-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge
Polanco will hit next. That
Be
one
right.
finds the zone. It's 0-1. Foul ball. Soto stands at first with one out.
Ball.
And that one got a piece of
It
him.
got him. Take first.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter Mark Vientos.
No,
And
that's
Chris,
in.
his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league.
Yep.
Runners at first and second with one gone, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Third baseman Brett Beatty.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Blake Trinan won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Now on the bump, Jack
Number
Dreyer.
42,
The offense will need to be ready for the breaking
Dreyer.
stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one
Ball.
ran inside, almost got him.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pitches to get a feel, especially when you move from that bullpen mound into this game mound.
2 on, 2 outs. That's in there, and the count 1-1. That one 95 to finish him off. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Mets,
now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cionel Perez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Oh,
Ball
he doesn't
one.
get the call. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Perez, a 6-foot lefty, he features a sinker, a slider, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Another 1-2.
Ball 2.
On the ground to the left, Lindor. Fires over to first.
Yeah, you're out.
He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the
Up
out.
next for the Dodgers, designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
In
That's a
for a strike.
strike.
0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And now
Ball.
the count is even.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Chopped left side. And foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here is Freddie Freeman. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. In comes the run from second. The relay, safe. He beats it.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Ball one.
Man at second.
Ball,
He's getting a little
no.
frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. You're
Ball
getting a
three.
taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. That one's in there. Full count now.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And ball four,
Take
two
your base.
aboard.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Andy Pajes.
So up next, Andy Pajes.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Here comes Freddie around third. One run is in. Muncy on his horse around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 8-4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Cionel Perez gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the Mets.
Huascar Brazoban on to pitch here. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Yeah.
One out and a runner at second. Foul ball there.
Yeah, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
In the dirt to third, and he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 8-4. 6 innings in the books on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here at Dodger Stadium, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Dryer is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Yeah, that's fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. High
Ground rule
bounce
double.
takes
We've
it
got
over the
time.
fence for an automatic double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Hey.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Man at second. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-2 now. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Fouled off left side. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him looking for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Here is Marcus Semien. That's a strike across the top of the zone. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. The 0-1. And a foul ball.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Caught him looking for the K. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Ball 1.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. Out number 3. Mets strand 1, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the last half of the 7th. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Ball.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Kodai Senga preparing to come on if needed. Scott also getting ready. And it's fouled away. In the air to left center. Taylor on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hey,
Pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Huascar Brazoban will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Taking
Mets,
over on the mound for the
number
Mets,
42,
Christian Scott. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Hey.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Outside low. Ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 2.
That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor on the move to the alley. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 8 and the Dodgers 4. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
They
Dodgers,
turn things over to the
number
southpaw,
42,
Tanner Scott.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading off for the Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Tap foul at the plate. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Foul ball. One and two now. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one smoked on its way out of here. Francisco Lindor takes him deep. Third home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-4.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working, powers that fastball out of here.
And that's
No,
downstairs.
that's a ball.
And that's ball one. That clips the corner. Soto wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. That
Ball
one
three.
close, ruled a ball. And that's ball three. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
No.
3-2 now.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball.
This guy's
No.
a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Polanco hanging in there. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter,
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike one. This one high in the air to left center. Hernandez under it. Brings it in.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
That's out.
Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul. Polanco off of first with 2 away.
No,
really
that's a
good
ball.
slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And they'll do it again. Struck him out swinging. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. It's opened up now, 9-4. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here in L.A., ready for the bottom of the 8th, Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the 0-2. In the air, left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Liner snagged at first.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
2 down, bases empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Inside.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. This one in the air, right field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Max Muncy.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Hook one.
The Mets leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. Freeman headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And first offering is fouled off. What a stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail it here 9-4.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now and on the mound, the closer, Alex Vesia.
Leading off for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Ball.
Vesia, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one fouled off. High fly ball, right field. Tucker settles underneath it. 1 away.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Carson Benj.
Out towards right center field. Tucker on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Here high.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Down
Excellent
low.
arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a 1-2. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Mets go down quickly. They're on top, however, 9-4. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Foul ball there.
Ball.
The 1-1.
That's inside. Ball 2. Ball
Fastball
three.
is outside. That's
Par
in there.
two.
And now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a payoff pitch. Three-two. On the ground at first. Polanco takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
For the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Too low. Here. No, inside.
Line drive
Foul
and
ball.
foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Struck him out without a swing. And they're down to their last out.
Dodgers, shortstop,
Here's Mookie Betts now. 0 for 3 in this one. And ball one. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The Mets leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swinging a foul out of play. One strike away. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. The other way, and he beats the shift. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
No, that's too high.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
And he swings through that one. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
All these hitters got the bats going early with a huge second inning, and they never really looked back. When you have that type of focus, your confidence grows, and you just expect to go out and dominate and win each inning. And then on top of it, the ball game.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Chomby. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.